Hey guys, so for today's video, I was going to let you know what it's like to be sick when you're off-grid. And I will admit that being off-grid sickness is a lot more serious. Everything that you're doing is done with your own hands. Nothing is automated. If you want water, you have to go get it. And if the weather outside is bad, it's going to make you sicker. And so even when off-grid, having food storage, having water storage is a really, really good idea. Don't let yourself get down to your minimum levels, because if you're, like, for instance, right now we don't even have a vehicle. And so if I let my food stores get down to a point where in order to eat we have to go to the grocery store, and yet I'm sick, when you're sick you can't really ride your bike into the grocery store. So off-grid things that are very important. First off, try your very best not to get sick off-grid. Stay warm. Don't let yourself get chilled. When you're tired, rest. When you're hungry, eat. Your body is a replacement for electricity or gasoline, whichever fuel you're using. And so if a motor runs out of fuel, out of gasoline, it just stops working. Your body is exactly the same way. Even though you're a living organism, eventually that fuel will become depleted. So make sure you're not eating empty calories. Make sure you're getting enough calories, but have them be high quality calories. And make sure that you're eating them often enough. When you're off grid, you're burning a huge number of calories. You're pumping and walking all of your water. You're washing your dishes by hand and then you're dumping the water. When you're cooking, you're standing there. There's not a microwave there. You're standing there preparing a meal for 45 minutes. You're walking back and forth. If you're out milking your goat, you're squatting down, you're getting up, you're filtering the milk. It's not a lot of intensive work, but it's consistent, constant work. It's a very slow pace, but it's constant. And so you're always walking. When you're off grid, you're always walking. And generally, you're carrying something. So again, calories, get enough calories. We find here that if I try to scrimp, I haven't looked down at all. Okay, good. Okay. I find that if I try to skimp at all on groceries, our work cuts down by like 50%. If, however, I'm really generous with helpings, everybody gets seconds and thirds if they need it, and in between meals I bring out snacks, we can work all day, even in the heat, and we're just fine. The last thing I would say is that if you do find yourself getting sick, ask for help. It's hard to live off grid by yourself because you need a community, you need a family base, because when one person is down, another person can take over. It's much easier when there's more people, but at least you can function to some degree as long as there's more than one of you. It's actually quite dangerous to be off grid if you're out in the middle of nowhere. That's quite dangerous. So we're not in any danger. We have neighbors, we have family around. But the girls have taken over. Things haven't run as smoothly while I've been sick, but they've definitely taken over. They've been able to handle things, and it gives them a good vote of confidence in themselves to see just how much they can do without Mom there to help. We do have an extensive medical emergency kit here in the cabin. We have all the remedies that we usually use, even whether we're on grid or off grid, and I know how to use those things pretty well. And so it's not easy because nothing that we do is automated, but as long as you have a good support system, it's doable. And I think off-grid, even more than on-grid, you really, really have to watch and monitor your physical indicators of what you really need, and catch them early. And you can't make apologies for taking care of yourself. The rest of the family has to be able to really pitch in and make sure that you get all the way better because of the physical strain that it can be. Anyway, I thought I would let you guys know that. I'm in my beautiful sleeping loft. It's very cozy up here. We have a down blanket. We're sleeping with the windows open at night to give us some really good fresh air. And we have everything that we need, and we're doing well. I don't know. How clean is the kitchen? Is it plenty clean? I'm not sure that I... Hold on a second, honey. I'll try. What are you showing?
It's nothing bad. It's just a little surprise.
Okay.
Don't worry much. Are you looking?
Yep.
Well, just hand me the phone without looking because I don't want you to see yet.
Oh, well, I can't show you. You'd have to bring it up.
Well,
The best thing about being off-grid with kids is there's all sorts of fun surprises, and you spend a lot of time together. But there's a video. She wants to show me a surprise. But I need to close this out because I'm not exactly sure what the surprise is. So make sure to like, share, and subscribe. I just did a long video this morning of the spinning wheel, and some flax. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. But living off-grid gives you a really idea of just how much food and emergency stuff you go through, and how dependent we are on our physical bodies when we don't have power. I think it's a really good experience, and it can be very humbling. So thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later.